How Oshiomole blamed Jonathan for economic crisis when Buhari was in power. Mm. Yes. Adams Oshiomole, senator representing Edo North Senatorial District and two-time governor of Edo State, has demonstrated a penchant for blaming Nigeria's woes on the previous administration or leader at every point in time. I remember he was trying to ridicule Okunjewala. Yeah, he tried it and people said, no, 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 no. Mr. Man, don't go there. Don't go there at all. Barely after 2 months, former President Goodluck Jonathan handed over government to the immediate past president, Muhammadu Buhari, in 2015. The country was plunged into economic crisis. Ushumole, then as sitting Edo governor, without mincing words, blamed the challenges on what he labeled recklessness of Jonathan's government. I remember vividly that time. That was what Ushumole was always talking about. Oh, good. Of course, everybody had access or the license to talk about a good luck Jonathan as at that time. And for the fact that he just quickly came and just said, you know, surrendered. That's okay. I want to leave us Rock. Featuring on Sunrise Daily, a breakfast program on Channel Television in July 2015, Ushumole had said, the crisis we have at the moment is not a flash. It is going to be here for some time. I feel what has happened is that at the peak of the oil boom, prices were high and people made projections and budgets were drawn up on the basis of those numbers, and along the line there was a sharp drop. We are planning on something that is not there. So if the federal government had been stopped from borrowing, the federal government would have defaulted much earlier than the states, and the number of months that the federal government would have been worse than the worst states in the federation. The federal government allowed itself to borrow recklessly, quite reckless in the sense that no serious manager goes month after month to borrow for the payment of salaries. Ushomole to Nigerians, you are suffering from Buhari's policies. Don't blame Tinubu. Okay. He added that the revelations of the excesses of Jonathan's administration have been coming into the fore, noting that Buhari had made practical efforts to correct his predecessors' anomalies. Ushomole not only attacked Jonathan, but he also called for the heads of some of his appointees. Yes, I remember Ikunjewala. He was trying to ridicule the woman. At some point, the former Labour leader alleged that, okay, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, immediate past Minister of Finance, expended $1 billion on the re-election bid of Jonathan. Ushomole, in blistering attacks on the former minister, described her as a pathological liar, re-emphasizing the point of the All Progressives Congress APC that revelations of the rot of Jonathan's government would be released in the coming weeks. You will soon begin to hear, according to what Ushomole said then, he said you will soon begin to hear what all the numbers are published. When all the numbers are published, he said, after Jonathan comes Buhari, the former governor, now senator, has again latched on the current growing hardship in the country and passed the blame on Buhari, who left the government about 8 months ago. Many Nigerians, and most especially experts, have criticized some of the policies introduced by the President Bola Tinubu-led government that have led to hardship, especially the renewal or removal of fuel subsidy, which tripled the pump price of fuel. But Ushomole said President Tinubu should not be held responsible for the right or wrong decisions taken by the previous administration. Speaking during an interview on Channels TV, Ushomole specifically without meandering, said he always places national interests above partisan interests. The senator said he criticized Buhari's government for some of his policies. Oshiomole was removed as the national chairman of APC in 2020 under the watch of Buhari. He said, my first loyalty is to Nigeria. At some point, Before the last president left office, I lamented loudly that I saw as reckless policies that were designed to dehumanize the population that was already in pain. I felt that it is not even what the then president promised. I dissociated myself from from those policies, and I'm happy that I was not the only one. There were governors who approached the court to denounce some of those policies. It is the long-term consequences of those policies that we are still grappling with now, he said. You see there? You see there? All this on a person. You will be person. Now wow, for these people, we see person no go see. See we see Musa no go see for gates. Not see we no go see. Now they are telling us cock and bull stories. Story. Really? So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this. Thank you.